She managed to escape.
Whoa, what was that? Are we welcomed here?
Distance, but I saw something black moving real quick.
No, is that a cop car? Tucked away in Bellville, Michigan, exists a small burial ground known as Soop Cemetery. Established in the late 1800s, it is the final resting place for many people and the location of many urban legends and ghost stories. Ghost orbs, shadow figures, and disembodied footsteps have been reported here. For this investigation, I am joined by Austin from Madfire Paranormal. So, Austin, is this light too bright?
No, you're good.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about this Soop Cemetery.
Okay, so we are right outside of Bellville, Michigan. Soop Cemetery was platted, I believe it was the early 1800s, named after the Soop family. Some of the graves in here do date back to the early 1800s, possibly even late 1700s, but it is considered one of the most haunted cemeteries in Michigan. I've been here plenty of times, and there are supposedly shadow figures seen, orbs caught quite often throughout here. There was one story that a woman got her leg grabbed and she was drugged down a little bit. She managed to escape.
Whoa, what was that?
That was just probably a squirrel dropping.
I'm already feeling the spooks, guys.
All in one night. The other times that I've been here, even when I was here with Parahunt, I never had anything happen. But one random night, my mom and I, because I only live 20 minutes from here, my mom and I just drove down here, just like, let's get out and just walk in the cemetery. And I asked if you could make a noise. Right after that, there was one knock on a nearby tree. And then just shortly after that, I heard something, what sounded like skittering or running right up to my side, and then it just dead stopped.
Really?
Yeah. That happened, I believe it was right up by this pine tree.
Oh, okay. We're gonna head up to this pine tree, guys. Not gonna lie, feeling the spooks right now. I mean, this is really kind of a creepy place.
If there's anybody here who would like to communicate with us, can you please knock on this tree that we are standing by? If you are part of the Soop family, can you please make a sound? If you don't want us here, can you please knock on this tree?
As we spent time in the cemetery, we felt a sense of unease, like someone or something was lurking around us. I'm not gonna lie, while I'm walking around here, guys, so my camera in itself is not great with the light, with the dark. So at times, like as I'm looking on the monitor on my camera, or the screen on my camera, it just feels like I'm seeing ghosts, but I'm not, not 100% sure what I'm seeing because this camera's not exactly great with the dark. We continued to investigate some more, but then we were interrupted by some lights coming down the road.
I hope this was just because of age.
Oh, someone's coming down here. Yeah, we got a car coming down here, guys. I don't know if it's cops or whatnot.
No, it's not a cop car.
Okay. I don't know, it might be a cop car. It kind of looks like it. Nope, it's not a cop car. It just looks like a... So, yeah, a couple of guys just drove by and asked us if we saw any ghosts, and, you know, we're going to look at the footage. Haven't seen anything too suspicious just yet, but, you know.
But hopefully.
But hopefully, you know, is when we look through the footage. But yeah, those guys seemed chill, so.
Yeah, it was cool.
I was a little scared it was a cop.
Yeah.
So, I am about to take a couple of snapshots with my phone. It has been said that a ton of orbs have been recorded here. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can get all that on camera. After snapping a few pictures, we then decided to do a spirit box session.
Alright. You wanna take the first?
Yes. Are we welcomed here? We listened for a few minutes and heard several voices, but only a couple stood out to me.
It's okay to communicate with us. We just want to talk to you. Are you happy with the new lake?
As we continued to walk through the cemetery, we constantly felt like something was moving out of the corner of our eyes.
Alright, so now there was a car just pulling away, so it was probably just the shadows cast from the headlights with the fence, but out this way, as I was looking through my night vision camera, you can't see a great distance, but I saw something black moving real quick. It did seem like the car was a little bit farther down from where the shadows would have been casting, so I'm gonna have to check back in my footage just to make sure, but I did see something black moving quickly out over that way. Yeah, can't wait to see that. We'll get back to you guys on that one. We'll see what it is. So we are walking through this one last time before we leave. Oh, so it looks like somebody's moving over there. Really? Yeah. Oh, I think it's just somebody. Oh, yeah. Somebody's over there. Oh, you know what? It's cars on the bridge. Oh, this car on the bridge is not actually. I saw something. It looked like it was at the entrance right over there. It did. No, there's somebody there. Oh, yep, there's somebody there. Oh, they're taking pictures. Yeah. It might just be those guys again. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of guys that were passed through, talked to us a couple of times. Yeah. Yeah. You know, nothing paranormal. We investigated a bit longer and snapped a few more pics while doing a couple more experiments. We felt like we weren't really catching anything until Austin noticed something odd in his footage. Austin has like a full-on orb right there. Wow. I don't really like orbs. They can easily be debunked, but it's right where we're talking about, right above this gentleman and lady's grave, where there is a dog tag, and we saw what I believe I saw something flash earlier. And there's another one over here. That's more brown, so that's probably an insect. Mm-hmm. This one is a little weirder. It's a little white, especially since it's right above it. Yeah. We laid down the EMF meter at the grave where we caught the orb, and we waited to see if it would detect anything. After standing there for a few minutes, the EMF meter detected nothing. We then wrapped up our investigation and headed home. After a few months of watching and inspecting all my footage, a few things caught my attention. So, to start things off, I first analyzed all the pictures that I snapped.
I took a total of 13 pictures. After analyzing them all, I can honestly say I found nothing. After that, I inspected all the footage that I recorded that night. And believe it or not, I found a few things that stood out to me. The first odd thing I noticed was this dim little moving orb. It's kind of hard to see, but you could tell something is moving away from the grave. And when I found this, I was like, oh my god, I caught something paranormal. But the more I watched it, the less convinced I became. It has to be noted that my camera is not really good with nighttime shots. The footage itself is very grainy and shaky, so it kind of makes it hard to tell what this little fuzzy ghost orb is. When it comes to these ghost orbs, a lot of them can be explained away. A lot of times these ghost orbs can be dust particles or bugs. In fact, I'm leaning more towards it being a bug. I say this because on the left side of the shot, you can actually see a bug just dart by. It's very faint, but you can see it. Plus, throughout the night, I was capturing all sorts of other bugs just flying by my camera. And we were also by a man-made lake. And if you've ever been to a lake, there's a lot of bugs there. The next odd thing that I found were these glowing eyes. And I found them in not one, but two of my shots. And when I found these eyes, I was like, yes, that is it. That is paranormal activity. However, then my more rational side kicked in and said, oh no, Ryan. You can't just say that this is paranormal activity. You've seen things like this before. You can explain that away. And sadly, I can explain that away. I've seen similar things like this before. Over the years, I have been recording and collecting my own stock footage for future videos. Occasionally, when I'm filming something, I will get these things called lens flares. And ultimately, I think that's what these two glowing eyes are. And I think the light source is coming from this area or this area. So, after looking through all my recordings and pictures I took that night, I overall don't think we caught anything paranormal. Now, I'm not saying that this place isn't haunted. I'm just saying in general, we didn't find anything supernatural. And that's okay, because sometimes when you go ghost hunting, you don't find anything. It's actually very rare to catch a ghost on camera. But before I conclude this video, I want to say that this was without a doubt the spookiest investigation that I have ever been on. The moment I even parked my car, I just got chills from this place. It's quite spooky just to walk around a cemetery at night.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see others like it, then check out the many different playlists on this channel. Each one is dedicated to a different genre that I produce. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more videos, and feel free to leave a comment. And make sure to check out Austin's YouTube channel, Madfire Paranormal.